The rise and fall of Kingfisher Airlines, the man who lived like a king. Once upon a time, there was a man who lived like a king. He owned luxury yachts, Formula One teams, private jets, and an airline that promised to make flying glamorous again. He was called the King of Good Times. But in the blink of an eye, that empire came crashing down. This is the story of Vijay Mallya and Kingfisher Airlines. The dream that touched the skies and the fall that shook an entire nation. Vijay Mallya was born into luxury in 1955. His father, Vijay Mallya, built the United Breweries empire, makers of India's favorite beer, Kingfisher. When his father passed away, Vijay was just 28. But he didn't just take over, he transformed the company. Kingfisher beer became a global brand, bold, youthful, and full of attitude. Mallya wasn't just selling beer, he was selling a lifestyle. Private parties, race cars, Bollywood connections. He was India's own Gatsby. In 2005, Mallya set his eyes on the sky. He wanted to create India's first five-star airline, and so Kingfisher Airlines was born. With red and silver planes, glamorous cabin crew, in-flight entertainment, and even hot meals, when most airlines still offered peanuts. Passengers were treated like royalty. Fly the Good Times wasn't just a slogan, it was an experience. Within 2 years, Kingfisher became the second largest airline in India. Investors loved it, passengers adored it, and Mallya? He became unstoppable. The big mistake, Air Deccan merger. But success can make even the smartest lose balance. In 2007, Mallya bought Air Deccan, a budget airline, to capture the low-cost market. On paper, it looked brilliant. One airline for luxury, one for the masses. But in reality, it was chaos. Two completely opposite business models, one serving champagne, the other selling water bottles. The merger confused passengers, increased costs, and shattered the airline's premium image. Mallya had built a brand for billionaires, and suddenly it was flying economy. By 2010, fuel prices had skyrocketed. Competition was fierce, and the airline industry was bleeding. Kingfisher was drowning in debt, over 7,000 crore rupees owed to banks. Flights were being cancelled, employees went aving, and investors started to panic. Yet, Mallya continued to project confidence, hosting parties, buying race teams, and expanding his luxury portfolio. While his empire was burning, he was still dancing in the flames. In 2012, the unthinkable happened. Kingfisher Airlines' flying license was suspended. The airline that once symbolized luxury was now officially dead. Banks froze Mallya's accounts. Airports refused to refuel Kingfisher jets. The brand that promised good times had run out of time. Mallya's empire, once worth billions, was reduced to lawsuits, debt, and disbelief. As the financial pressure mounted, Mallya quietly left India in 2016. He was accused of defaulting on loans worth more than 9,000 crore rupees, money borrowed from Indian banks. He called it a political witch hunt. The government called it fraud. In London, he lived in luxury while Indian courts demanded his extradition. Once a symbol of India's success, now branded a fugitive. He had flown too close to the sun, and the wings had melted. Today, Kingfisher Airlines exists only in memories and in the cautionary tales of business schools. It changed Indian aviation, showing what luxury could look like. But it also taught a powerful lesson, that ambition without discipline is a ticking time bomb. Vijay Mallya remains in London, still fighting legal battles, still calling himself innocent. The man who once lived like a king now lives far from his kingdom. The rise and fall of Kingfisher Airlines is more than a business story. It's a story of dreams, pride, and the price of excess. So what do you think? Was Vijay Mallya a visionary or just reckless? Tell us in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe for more untold stories of India's biggest business empires.